In January 2026, Google searches for move to Greenland exploded to all-time highs, according to Finbold data. This surge wasn't random. It stemmed from President Donald Trump's renewed push to acquire the world's largest island. But is this a bold geopolitical power play, a savvy climate strategy, or something else? In this documentary, we'll dive into the motives, the resources, the security stakes, and the brewing storm over Greenland. Stick around as we uncover how melting ice and global rivalries could reshape the Arctic and the world. Greenland, an autonomous territory of Denmark, is a frozen giant, over 800,000 square miles, mostly covered by the world's second-largest ice sheet. With a population of just 56,000, it's sparsely inhabited, but its strategic location makes it a linchpin in Arctic security. The US has long eyed it. During the Cold War, it built Thule Air Base, now Patuxent Space Base, for missile defense and radar. Today, as climate change thaws the Arctic, new shipping routes like the Northern Sea Route are opening, shortening Asia-Europe transit and heightening competition with Russia and China. Beneath the ice lies a treasure trove. Greenland holds vast reserves of rare earth elements, REEs, like neodymium and dysprosium, critical for AI servers, electric vehicles, wind turbines, and military tech. China dominates 85% of global REE supply, creating vulnerabilities exposed in 2025's export controls that disrupted US industries. The Kvarnefjeld deposit alone boasts 11 million tons of REE oxides, the world's second largest, plus uranium. USGS estimates also point to 141 billion barrels of undiscovered hydrocarbons. But climate change is accelerating exposure. Arctic temps rise twice the global average, with Greenland losing 200 billion tons of ice yearly. Projections warn of 30 centimeters sea level rise by 2100, potentially flooding coasts worldwide, but paradoxically opening Greenland's resources faster. President Trump's fascination with Greenland isn't new. In 2019, he floated buying it, calling it a large real estate deal, but Denmark dismissed it as absurd. Fast forward to 2026. Fresh off his second inauguration, Trump reignited the bid. On January 5th, aboard Air Force One, he declared, "We need Greenland from the standpoint of national security." Days later, he threatened 10% tariffs on NATO allies opposing the move, including Denmark. By January 21st at Davos, Trump announced a framework of a future deal with Denmark's PM, granting US total access without full sovereignty transfer, though details remain vague. He backed away from force, saying, "You'll find out," but insisted on no military action. So, what's driving this? Trump emphasizes security. Greenland's position counters Russian and Chinese Arctic advances. Greenland is covered with Russian and Chinese ships, he claimed. The US already operates Patuxent for missile warnings, but Trump wants more to secure melting routes and deter rivals. Yet, critics argue resources are key, despite Trump's denials. Securing REEs could break China's monopoly, fueling the AI and EV boom amid escalating US-China tensions. Climate strategy. Melting ice exposes these assets, turning environmental crisis into opportunity, but at what cost? The bid sparked a frenzy. Finbold reported move to Greenland searches hit records in early January 2026, fueled by rumors of US cash incentives up to $100,000 for Greenlanders supporting secession. Trump Greenland queries also peaked, per Google Trends data. On X, formerly Twitter, users debated. One post joked Trump annexed Greenland at a dinner, another called it common sense for security. Greenland's leaders fired back. "Greenland belongs to the Greenlandic people," said one official. Public opinion is divided, but skewed against. A January 2026 Pew poll found only 21% of Americans favor a US takeover, with 58% opposing and 20% unsure. Republicans are more supportive, but even among them, force is unpopular. A Reuters Ipsos poll echoed this. Just 17% approved Trump's efforts. Globally, allies reacted sharply. Dutch PM called it a wake-up call for Europe. A joint EU statement affirmed Greenland's sovereignty. Greenlanders are torn. Mining could fund independence from Denmark's $600 million annual subsidy, but fears of pollution and Inuit lifestyle disruption loom. Chinese firms have invested, but US pressure cancelled deals. For the US, it's about diversification. Partnering on REEs could ease reliance on China, powering tech booms. Yet, overt aggression risks NATO fractures. Trump's threats echo Putin's territorial claims, eroding alliances. What's next? The framework deal avoids tariffs but grants US access, potentially transforming Greenland into a resource hub. Polymarket odds of acquisition by 2027 hit 15% in January. Climate ties in. A 2012 to 2026 ice melt slowdown offers a reprieve, but long-term acceleration exposes resources amid rising seas. This could fuel a mining rush, but environmental catastrophe looms, disrupting Gulf Stream, cooling Europe. Trump's bid converges warming, tech demand, and US-China rivalry. Is it a power play to secure the Arctic, or a climate strategy exploiting melt for gains? For Greenland, it's wealth versus peril. For the world, diversified resources versus alliance strains. As searches spike and debates rage, one thing's clear: Greenland's not just ice, it's the next frontier. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive, like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Comment below: geopolitical power play or climate strategy? Should the USA pursue Greenland? Sources include Pew Research, Finbold, BBC, CNBC.